Once, kids raced to corner shops for chocolate they could barely afford. Wrappers crackled, scents of cocoa and caramel filling the air. The 60s and 70s were Britain's golden age of treats, where every bite promised delight. Stay until 1, we'll unwrap a vanished chocolate bar still dreamed of today. Golden moments in a wrapper. Corner shops once glowed like treasure chests, shelves bursting with chocolate that made children's eyes widen with delight. Wrappers rustled, scents of cocoa and caramel drifting through the air, turning every visit into a tiny adventure. In 1960s to 70s Britain, chocolate wasn't just a treat. It was a reward, a ritual, a spark of happiness after long school days and rainy walks. Honeycomb, mint and caramel delights promised joy in every bite, each bar carrying its own little legend. Yet, as tastes changed and time marched on, many of these treasures quietly slipped from shelves, leaving only memories of sweetness and wonder. Which forgotten favourite will make you sigh with nostalgia next? Stay tuned, the next chocolate was even more dreamy. Dream. Soft, creamy and impossibly smooth, Dream was Cadbury's white chocolate answer to pure indulgence. Its pale, velvety surface promised a melt so delicate it vanished almost before you noticed, leaving a lingering whisper of sweetness. Launched in the early 2000s, it captured hearts while echoing the golden chocolate years of Britain, a taste that brought childhood sleepovers, cozy movie nights, and stolen moments of calm to life. Each bite felt gentle, comforting, and quietly magical. Yet, like a fleeting dream, it disappeared from shelves almost overnight, leaving a craving no modern bar has quite replaced. But don't wake up yet. The next vanished chocolate was bolder, darker, and wrapped in pure mystery. Stay tuned for the adventure ahead. Whisper Mint. A whisper of chocolate, a rush of cool. Whisper Mint was a playful twist on the classic aerated bar. Tiny chocolate bubbles danced on the tongue, while a refreshing hint of mint left a gentle tingle, making each bite feel light, airy, and delightfully fun. Popular in the early 2000s, it became the guilty pleasure of school corridors, playground swaps, and late-night snacks. The frosty freshness contrasted perfectly with the creamy chocolate, creating a sensation both familiar and exciting. Yet, as quickly as it appeared, Whisper Mint vanished from shelves, leaving only fond memories and wistful cravings. Which lost chocolate adventure takes us even higher next? Stay tuned. The next treat promises a swirl of flavors you never knew you were missing. Marble. Swirls of white and milk chocolate melted together in a single captivating bar. Marble was a visual and tasty masterpiece. Each bite offered a gentle contrast, creamy milk chocolate intertwined with the subtle richness of white, creating a harmonious dance on the tongue. Popular in the 80s and 90s, it was perfect for sharing, gifting, or sneaking a quiet moment of indulgence after school. Its distinctive marbled pattern made every bar unique, turning simple chocolate into a miniature work of art. Yet, like a masterpiece tucked away in a forgotten gallery, marble slowly vanished from British shelves, leaving only nostalgia and longing. What comes next dares to be crunchy, gooey, and unforgettable. Stay curious for the adventure ahead. Time Out. Layer upon layer, Time Out was a celebration of texture. Crisp wafer interlaced with smooth, rich chocolate, each bite snapping satisfyingly on the tongue. Slightly thicker and indulgently creamy in its original form, it became a lunchtime companion, a pocket treat, and a guilty pleasure for children and adults alike in the 80s and 90s. At first glance simple, each mouthful revealed the perfect harmony of crunch and melt, making every bite irresistible. Over time, the original recipe quietly vanished, leaving only memories of unwrapping foil and savoring that slow, satisfying chew. Next up, we uncover a chocolate so unique in flavor and texture that it turned ordinary snack time into a little adventure. Stay tuned for the excitement ahead. Banjo. Crunchy, nutty, and impossibly satisfying, Banjo was a chocolate bar that marched to its own playful rhythm. A crisp wafer base, a layer of soft toffee, and a generous coating of milk chocolate created a delightful mix of textures and flavors in every bite. Popular in the 1970s and 80s, it became a playground favorite, slipped into lunchboxes and savoured during quiet moments of indulgence after school. Its quirky name matched the cheerful, bold taste, making it memorable long after the wrapper was gone. Yet, like many childhood treats, Banjo quietly vanished from British shelves, leaving only echoes of its crunchy, caramel-filled joy in nostalgic memories. Curious about what comes next? The following chocolate promises a rich, exotic twist few could resist. Aztec. Bold, rich, and unapologetically chewy, Aztec was a chocolate bar that didn't shy away from flavour. Layers of nougat, caramel, and crunchy biscuit, all coated in thick milk chocolate, made every bite a layered adventure. Popular in the 1970s, it satisfied cravings with its intense texture and deep, indulgent sweetness. Children and adults alike delighted in sharing stories of how far a single bar could stretch during school breaks or after chores. Its bold, complex bite made it unforgettable, yet as tastes shifted, Aztec quietly vanished from British shops, leaving only memories of its decadent chew. The next chocolate on our list was lighter, airier, and brought a sparkle of fun to every bite. Get ready for a delightful surprise. Trio. Small, sweet, and irresistibly crunchy, Trio packed a world of delight into a tiny chocolate bar. Layers of biscuit and toffee, smothered in smooth milk chocolate, created a satisfying mix of textures and flavors in every bite. Popular in the 1980s and 90s, it was the perfect treat for lunchboxes, playground swaps, or a quick afternoon indulgence. Its modest size belied the joy it brought, and children cherished the simple pleasure of breaking it into pieces to share or savor slowly. Yet despite its charm, Trio quietly vanished from British shelves, leaving only nostalgic smiles and lingering cravings. Next up is a chocolate wrapped in mystery, with a soft, creamy center that had fans guessing every bite. Stay curious for what comes next. Secret. Mysterious, indulgent, and a little mischievous, Secret was a chocolate bar that promised more than it revealed. Beneath its glossy milk chocolate exterior lay a soft, creamy filling that oozed slowly with every bite, delighting and surprising anyone who unwrapped it. Popular in the 1980s and 90s, it turned ordinary snack time into a tiny adventure, a secret pleasure shared among friends or savored in quiet solitude. Its unique texture and decadent filling made it stand out, yet over time, Secret quietly vanished from British shelves, leaving only whispers of its luscious taste in nostalgic memories. But don't get too comfortable. The next chocolate on our list is fruity, chewy, and utterly irresistible. Stay tuned for the sweet surprise ahead. Amazing Raisin. Chewy sweet and bursting with little pockets of raisin, Amazing Raisin was a chocolate bar that offered both texture and surprise in every bite. Smooth milk chocolate hugged its fruity center, creating a perfect balance of richness and natural sweetness that made it a standout treat in the 1980s and 90s. Children adored the combination of chocolate and fruit, sneaking it from lunchboxes or sharing it with friends on playground benches. Its playful name matched the joy it delivered, yet like many favorites of its time, Amazing Raisin eventually vanished from British shelves, leaving behind only fond memories and lingering cravings. Next on our countdown is a bar layered with nuts, caramel, and chocolate, a crunchy indulgence you won't want to miss.
Bar 6.
Rich, chewy, and generously coated in milk chocolate, Bar 6 promised a satisfying bite every time. Layers of toffee, caramel, and crunchy biscuit combined to create a texture-packed treat that kept children and adults coming back for more. Popular in the 1970s and 80s, it was a lunchbox favorite, a quick pick-me-up after school, and a small indulgence for sweet-toothed families. Its hearty, simple combination of flavors made it unforgettable, yet over time, Bar 6 quietly disappeared from British shelves, leaving only memories of its rich, satisfying crunch. If this takes you back, hit like and share your favorite chocolate memory. Next on our list is a light, bubbly, and playful bar, one that practically fizzed with fun. Stay tuned. Spira. Twist, snap, and melt. Spira was a chocolate bar as playful as it tasted. Its aerated, spiraled chocolate promised a light, bubbly texture that seemed to vanish on the tongue, leaving only rich, creamy sweetness behind. Popular in the 1980s, it became a favorite among children and teens, who delighted in unwrapping the foil to reveal its whimsical shape and savoring each airy bite. Though simple in concept, Spira's unique design made it unforgettable, turning snack time into a small adventure. Over time, however, it quietly disappeared from British shops, leaving only fond memories of its soft, melt-in-the-mouth charm. Next up is a chocolate that combined crispness with a hint of mint, a refreshing twist for the taste buds. Keep watching.
Mint cracknel.
Crisp, sweet, and refreshingly minty, mint cracknel left a lasting impression with every bite. Crunchy sugar crystals layered with smooth milk chocolate, infused with a cooling hint of mint, created a texture and flavor unlike any other treat of its time. Popular in the 1970s and 80s, it became a favorite for playground swaps, pocket money treats, and quiet, indulgent moments after school. Its bright, minty freshness made it stand out, yet like many nostalgic favorites, mint cracknel eventually vanished from British shelves, leaving only memories of that crisp, cooling bite. But the countdown isn't over. Next, we unwrap a chocolate bar wrapped in golden nostalgia, soft, sweet, and comforting in every mouthful. Stay tuned.
Golden Cup.
Rich, smooth, and utterly indulgent, Golden Cup felt like a little luxury in every bite. Creamy milk chocolate embraced a soft, buttery center that melted slowly, leaving a lingering sweetness on the tongue. Popular in the 1970s and 80s, it became a favorite for after-school treats, weekend indulgences, or quiet moments of self-reward. Children and families alike savored the foil's gentle rustle, unwrapping a small treasure hidden in plain sight. Its comforting texture and rich flavor made it unforgettable. Yet over time, Golden Cup quietly disappeared from British shelves, leaving only wistful memories and cravings for that golden, melt-in-the-mouth delight. Next, we discover a chocolate bar full of whimsy, fun shapes, playful textures, and flavors kids couldn't resist. Stay curious.
Animal Bar.
Fun, colorful, and delightfully playful, Animal Bar charmed children as much with its design as its taste. Each bar featured whimsical animal shapes molded in creamy milk chocolate, turning snack time into a tiny adventure of discovery. Popular in the 1980s and 90s, it became a lunchbox favorite, a reward for good behavior, or a secret after-school indulgence. The simple joy of snapping off a chocolate lion, elephant, or giraffe made each bite memorable. Yet over time, Animal Bar quietly vanished from British shelves, leaving only nostalgic smiles and cravings for its charming, creamy sweetness. Next on our countdown is a chocolate that combined bold flavors with gooey textures, a bar that challenged expectations and thrilled taste buds. Stay tuned. Texan. Big, bold, and bursting with flavor, Texan was a chocolate bar that demanded attention with every bite. Layers of chewy caramel, crunchy biscuit, and smooth milk chocolate created a hearty, indulgent treat, satisfying even the most voracious sweet tooth. Popular in the 1970s and 80s, it felt larger than life, perfect for sharing at playtime or sneaking in secret after school. Each bite offered a rich, textured adventure, making it impossible to forget. Yet over time, Texan quietly vanished from British shelves, leaving only fond memories of its satisfying chew and decadent taste. Next on our countdown is a chocolate that melted effortlessly, airy and light, capturing the imagination of anyone who unwrapped it. A true childhood favorite. Stay tuned. Milk Tray Bar. Smooth, luxurious, and utterly indulgent, Milk Tray Bar was a chocolate treat that promised a moment of pure delight. Inside its silky milk chocolate shell lay a mix of rich fillings, from soft fondant to nutty surprises, each bite feeling like unwrapping a miniature treasure. Popular in the 1970s and 80s, it was perfect for sharing, special occasions, or quiet after-school indulgence. Families remember the thrill of choosing the perfect square and savoring its creamy, decadent center. Yet over time, Milk Tray Bar quietly vanished from everyday shelves, leaving only fond memories and the lingering taste of nostalgia. Next on our countdown is a chocolate with a playful twist, light, bubbly, and impossible to resist. Stay tuned.
5 Centers.
Decadent, chewy, and full of surprises, 5 Centers was a chocolate bar that truly lived up to its name. Each bar held 5 distinct flavored centers, from soft fondant to gooey caramel to nutty delights, all wrapped in smooth, creamy milk chocolate. Every bite offered a new taste adventure, keeping children curious, lunchboxes lively, and after-school indulgences exciting. Popular in the 1970s and 80s, it was the ultimate treat for sharing, swapping, or sneaking in secret moments of sweetness. Over time, however, Five Centres quietly vanished from British shelves, leaving only wistful cravings and fond memories of its layered charm. Next up, we unwrap a chocolate that brought a fizzy, popping surprise to the tongue, a playful delight you won't want to miss.
Astros.
Light, airy, and full of fun, Astros was a chocolate bar that brought pure delight to every bite. Tiny pockets of aerated chocolate fizzed and melted on the tongue, creating a playful, almost magical sensation that made snack time feel like an adventure. Popular in the 1980s and 90s, Astros became a lunchtime favorite, a pocket money treat, and a small indulgence for children and adults alike. Its whimsical texture and cheerful name made it unforgettable, sparking nostalgic smiles long after the wrapper was gone. Yet over time, Astros quietly disappeared from British shelves, leaving only memories of its light, melt-in-the-mouth magic. Next up is a chocolate that combined crispness and caramel in a way that defined indulgence, a bar you won't want to miss.
Taz bar.
Chewy, nutty, and bursting with chocolatey goodness, Taz bar was a playground favorite that never failed to delight. Its combination of crunchy biscuit, rich caramel, and smooth milk chocolate created a satisfying bite that kept children coming back for more. Popular in the 1980s and 90s, it was the perfect lunchbox treat or secret after-school indulgence, with a playful name inspired by the whirlwind cartoon character everyone loved. Its unique texture and bold flavors made it memorable, yet, like many beloved bars of its era, Taz bar gradually vanished from British shelves. Today, only fond memories remain of its delightful crunch and chewy caramel. Next up is a chocolate that was soft, creamy, and utterly dreamy, a little luxury in every bite.
Echo.
Smooth, creamy, and irresistibly sweet, Echo was a chocolate bar that promised a little indulgence with every bite. Its silky milk chocolate coating hid a soft, luxurious center that melted effortlessly, creating a moment of pure delight for children and adults alike. Popular in the 1980s and 90s, it was the kind of treat savored slowly, after school, during a quiet pause, or as a small reward after a long day. Its gentle sweetness and melt-in-the-mouth texture made it unforgettable, yet, like many nostalgic favorites, Echo quietly vanished from British shelves. Today, only fond memories linger of its rich, comforting taste. Next up is a chocolate that combined fruit, fun, and chocolate, a playful adventure waiting to be unwrapped.
Tempo.
Crisp, nutty, and decadently chocolatey, Tempo was a bar that mastered the balance of crunch and cream in every bite. Layers of wafer, soft caramel, and smooth milk chocolate created a texture-rich, indulgent treat that became a lunchtime favorite and an after-school delight. Popular in the 1980s and 90s, Tempo offered a filling chocolate experience that felt like a little adventure with every bite. Its satisfying layers made it a standout among sweet treats, a small escape from the day's routine. Yet over time, this beloved bar quietly vanished from British shelves, leaving only fond memories of its perfect crunch and melt-in-the-mouth goodness. Next, we uncover a chocolate that was soft, sticky, and irresistibly sweet, a treat everyone loved. Fry's chocolate sandwich. Soft, nostalgic, and delightfully sweet, Fry's chocolate sandwich captured the essence of childhood in every bite. Two thin layers of sponge cake cradled a smooth, creamy chocolate center, all coated in rich milk chocolate, creating a treat that was both comforting and indulgent. Popular in the 1970s and 80s, it became a lunchbox favorite, a tea-time delight, and a quiet reward after school. Its simple yet satisfying combination of textures made each bite memorable, evoking fond memories of sharing, sneaking, or savoring it in secret. Yet over time, this beloved bar quietly disappeared from British shelves, leaving only nostalgic recollections of its soft, chocolatey charm. Next up is a bar with a twist of caramel and crunch. Stay tuned. Cadbury Snowflake. Light, airy, and wonderfully chocolatey, Cadbury Snowflake was a bar that felt like a little winter treat all year round. Its crisp, aerated chocolate center was wrapped in smooth milk chocolate, creating a delicate crunch that melted effortlessly on the tongue. Popular in the 1980s and 90s, it became a favorite for lunchboxes, tea-time treats, or a quiet indulgence after school. Its unique texture and gentle sweetness made it memorable, yet over time, Cadbury Snowflake quietly vanished from British shelves, leaving only nostalgic cravings and memories of its soft, melt-in-the-mouth magic. Next, we unveil a chocolate bar that combined thick, creamy layers with rich chocolate. A true indulgence you won't want to miss. Click, share and subscribe to discover more forgotten chocolate treasures from Britain's past. Cabana. Rich, indulgent and unforgettable, Cabana was a chocolate bar that captured hearts with every bite. Layers of smooth milk chocolate, chewy caramel and crisp biscuit combined to create a treat that felt both playful and luxurious. Popular in the 1980s and 90s, it was the ultimate lunchbox treasure, a secret after-school delight, and a sweet escape for chocolate lovers of all ages. Its perfect balance of textures and flavors made it memorable, yet over time, Cabana quietly disappeared from British shelves, leaving only fond memories and nostalgic cravings. From airy bites to chewy, crunchy layers, these vanished chocolates remind us of a sweeter, simpler time. A taste of childhood long past, yet never forgotten. Relive the magic of Britain's vanished chocolates and share your favorite childhood treat in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell to uncover more nostalgic delights.